of the differences you should look out for, they are numerous, but I'll mention a few of them. Now, one of them is that because of the application of this inverter technology that I've mentioned to you, so you should expect to see that whenever you put on your appliances, your light will not flick. In fact, you can hardly know that you have even put it on. So because of the inverter technology. Now, talking of the inverter technology you see there, you will have seen this compressor. I know the compressor is common everywhere, but I'm sure with any other compressor or any other brand, you wouldn't have seen anything of this type of a control board. Now, so this is actually the inverter board that we are talking of. Yeah, the compressor might look alike, but I'm sure if you check out on every other brand, you will never see a control board like this. So this is where we have the inverter board. So this is what does that magic of varying the speed of that compressor. Now, with this attached to this to the compressor in your freezer, then your freezer have edge, talking of performance and efficiency, over every other brand of a freezer. Another good thing you should expect to see is that, talking of the noise level in your inverter chest freezer is at the lowest. Now, normally, universally, the recommended decibel, as in the sound level for any refrigerator appliances, ranges between 32 decibel to 47. And I will tell you that with our inverter chest freezer, the noise level is below 40 decibel. So it tells you that. Now, I'm talking at the one for the large sizes now. So for the large sizes, the noise level is below 40. Remember, the universally recommended noise level ranges between 32 decibel to 47. But how large sizes, because the large sizes equally have fan and the compressor. So yeah, the noise level is below 40. So this tells you that even when you have the bigger size or the lower size, you can never exceed the recommended noise level on our freezer. Now, meaning that with a higher Thermocool inverter chest freezer, you are free to put it in a living room if you choose to do that. You are free to put it in your kitchen without any noise effect. Another area you should look out for, talking of the cooling performance. I earlier mentioned to you that our inverter chest freezer has ability to deliver to you 5% faster freezing than conventional freezer. The reason simply because this compressor can vary the speed to speed up the speed so that it can achieve the faster freezing as early as possible. So I think that's another good benefit you should expect to see there. So with this, having achieved this, meaning that the time spent for you to achieve freezing on both freezers can never be the same. So inverter freezer is able to achieve faster freezing over conventional freezer. Now, one thing you should expect to see again as one of the major differentiators is that in your inverter freezers, the item you keep inside will always maintain a uniform cooling. Now, the reason is that the moment you open the freezer, what you are doing invariably is that you are adding more load to that freezer. And the moment you add load to the freezer, then it is expected that the item on the top, at the top, will gain more heat load than the one you have beneath. But the moment you close this back with the inverter chest freezer, the compressor will increase the speed so as to be able to level up, get a uniform cooling with all the content you have in that freezer. This does not happen in your conventional freezer because that freezer does not have ability to vary or increase the speed. So it always works at a regulated speed. So you should expect to get a uniform cooling in your inverter chest freezer. So which is one of the benefits why it is highly recommended for those who are into frozen food businesses and to those who are into maybe chilling a large item, drinks for instance. So it's very good for you and highly recommended for you to achieve your cooling in such a capacity. I'm saying this because of some of you who already acquired our freezer before now. You observe that the energy saving series that we had then we have a castor wheel, the one we call tire on it. So if you look at it, it is a tire and it's black in color. But if you have this current inverter chest freezer, you will have observed that instead of those 4 tire or 6 tire, as the case might be, now we have added 2 steel castor, 2 steel tire to it. Now there is reason for that, and that is one of the main differentiator that you should expect to see. Now the essence of adding those tire, one is for easy moving around within your homes, within your kitchen, within your living room. So that is one. Now the reason why you have that steel castor there is for the purpose of electrostatic discharge. Now what do I mean by that? For electrostatic discharge, that in a situation, because from the feedback we got to realize that some homes were not well, they don't have a very good earthing system. So in such case, some of those appliances, whenever water spill on them, some of them, they feel a kind of electric discharge on the body. So what we have done in this respect, that we have put this steel castor there, that in a situation, even when you don't have a very good earthing system in your apartment, but the moment you fix this steel castor there, it helps you to address that issues of electric shock or whatever. So that's why we have put it there. So if you see that, once you put it there, even when you don't have a very good earthing system in your apartment, don't be too worried. Thermocool has taken charge of that, and you are covered.